The owner of a small eatery kindly offered a family of 3 free noodles. The woman, touched by the gesture, commented nostalgically that she wished they could eat there every day. Seeing that they were living in poverty, the owner sincerely assured them they could always come whenever they were hungry. The family thanked her repeatedly, promising they would never forget her kindness. But what the owner didn't expect was that this promise would turn into a burden that lasted for 3 whole months. One day, the woman returned, this time accompanied by a large group of people, and loudly told them to make themselves at home. The owner was stunned by the scene and quickly approached to ask what was going on. Without a hint of shame, the woman replied that they had all come to eat noodles. The owner pulled her aside, concerned, and explained that she couldn't afford to feed so many people. But the woman shamelessly pointed to a sign on the wall that read, "Free Noodles." The owner explained that the eatery was a charitable space meant to help in emergencies, not to provide for people long-term. For 3 months, she had given the family free food, covered their medical expenses, and treated them like family. But the woman mocked her, accusing her of using charity to manipulate people. She even insulted the owner, saying that because she had no children, she was just trying to buy someone to care for her in exchange for a bowl of noodles. Those words broke the owner's heart. Before she could respond, the crowd began shouting, demanding she cook for them. Cornered, the owner agreed, but to prevent waste, she asked for a symbolic payment of $1 for utensils. Upon hearing this, the group erupted in anger, accusing her of profiting from charity. In truth, the owner had been feeding people for years without ever making a profit. Still, the woman publicly accused her of fraud, leaving the owner no way to explain herself. With a heavy heart, she agreed to cook again. Everyone sat down without shame, but the couple wasn't satisfied. The man pretended to help clean the tables, and while the owner was distracted, he poisoned the soup. Then, the woman called a television station to report supposed unsanitary conditions at the eatery. Soon after, reporters arrived and began broadcasting live, attracting a crowd of onlookers. When the owner stepped outside to see what was happening, the journalists publicly announced that her eatery did not meet health standards and began an inspection. As expected, they found supposed violations and ordered an immediate shutdown. The crowd began hurling insults. The owner stood in shock. She had always used fresh ingredients and had never had problems in decades. While trying to make sense of the chaos, the woman returned with her group and demanded $1 million in compensation. Meanwhile, a young entrepreneur watching the broadcast from his office recognized the owner's face. She was the woman who had helped him in his youth. When he had been kicked out of his home with nowhere to go, she had offered him noodles and shelter. That small act had changed his life forever. Now that he had finally found her again, he acted without hesitation. Back at the eatery, the woman encouraged the crowd to destroy the place, claiming it was to prevent her from deceiving others. The people stormed in and began wrecking everything. The owner collapsed to her knees, clinging to an old wooden sign. Enraged, the woman approached to hit her. But just at that critical moment, the entrepreneur arrived with his team.